Speed reading is not just reading fast. Something that I think gets misunderstood a lot about speed reading and learning how to speed read is that the goal is not to rush through books without understanding them. Real speed reading is about increasing reading efficiency while still maintaining strong comprehension. There is no point in reading anything at all if the comprehension and if the learning is not there. By 5th grade, students are expected to process massive amounts of information every single day, especially for academics, especially for school. They're reading textbooks, articles, science passages, word problems, historical information, and then long independent reading assignments as well. And many students begin feeling overwhelmed because they're still reading every single word as if they're speaking, and it's painfully slow. When we read too slow, the comprehension starts to suffer anyway because our brain goes significantly faster than the speed our mouth can go. So when kids are reading even on level for a 5th grade level, generally silent reading, we're probably talking about 120 to maybe 200 words per minute on average. And they're going to notice if the text is boring or nonfiction, it's going to be a lot harder for the brain to stay engaged. Now, if we are reading at a slow speaking speed, the brain is going to wander and then they're going to have to go back and reread. They just realized that they spaced out for the last 4 pages. So our goal for 5th grade is learning how to speed read, learning how to reduce subvocalization. That means they're reading at the speed that their brain can read, not at the speed that their mouth can go. We're working on eye tracking and moving from reading and looking at every single word individually to using peripheral vision to recognize a chunk of words, what we call eye clicks, at one time. Instead of going word for word for word for word, they're going to chunk and recognize what's being said by looking at maybe 2, maybe 3 spots on a line of text. Then we're also going to work on reducing regressive reading. This is a terrible habit that a lot of kids have, and it's the brain's way to make sure that they are comprehending, and it's a habit we start to see when we ramp up fluency rates, probably 2nd and 3rd grade. And what happens is the eyes continue to backtrack and reread what they just read. So if we're reading aloud, the cat in the hat, you might hear vocally, the cat in the hat, but what's happening neurologically and with the eye tracking is they're going the, and in their head, the cat in the hat, and they are silently rereading the words that they just read over and over and over again. And this is the brain's way to make sure that comprehension is there. And then it's going to create very slow overall fluency comprehension as well. So our goal for 5th grade is learning how to read at adult speeds silently. So this way comprehension stays strong, the brain doesn't get bored, and we're going to read at least 300 words per minute, if not higher. Our lessons are live, interactive, and highly engaging, so students are actively practicing these skills instead of just listening to lectures. Follow for literacy and child development support, and if you want more information about our 5th grade speed reading course and study skills programs, check the link in my bio.